It's kind of like being a stripper. It's their job to be kind to you and flirt with you and ask you about your day. You're not ever gonna take the stripper home with you.
I think just straight up asking out a bartender is hard.
Talking to a female bartender, that's a difficult move because they get it all night long.
People oftentimes confuse kindness for flirting.
When I was 16 years old, I thought every waitress was like wanted to be my girlfriend.
It's our job to host, it's our job to entertain, and sometimes that does get misread.
And a lot of us have really big personalities and we can't shut the f up.
We flirt with everyone. So don't confuse the flirting and hospitality with, oh my God, he's so into me.
The easiest way to know that a bartender is just doing their job as opposed to flirting with you.
Take a step back and see how they're interacting with everyone else at the bar.
Does she call everyone babe and sweetie and hun?
Laughing at the same jokes or telling the same jokes, then you know they're just doing their job. If your bartender actually spends time when they're not with other guests coming back to you to maybe talk to you more, that doesn't necessarily mean they're interested romantically, but they're at least interested in getting to know you.
No one wants someone to come in the first time that they're in a bar and like feel like they're getting picked up by someone. Like, that's just weird.
I think they have to become regulars first.
If you have built somewhat of a rapport with your bartender, you should know well enough whether or not that seems like a boundary that you might be able to cross.
Don't like start hammering drinks and hitting on the female bartender.
So if you want to pick up a bartender, maybe try and do it when you're sober.
Don't expect that a bartender is going to be able to talk to you all night.
For me, when I'm busy and I see like a body in my peripheral, you know, my body's so trained to be like, what can I get for you? But they don't want anything. And so it's actually pretty annoying.
I work late. So if you're gonna hang out and then think that I might have energy to entertain something afterwards, not my thing.
Chances are when I get off of work, you are already shit-canned, and the last thing I want to do is spend more time with people who are shit-canned.
Maybe you can slyly put your number across the bar as opposed to being as blatant as, hey, let's meet up after work.
I used to like write notes to the bartender if I thought they were hot.
Leave your number calmly, your name and number, and they'll contact you if they want to. That's okay. It's worked a few times.
That's something we actually really enjoy, closing out your credit card receipts and find a note. I think that's like a nice way to cap off the night.
And bartenders are always like, I got a number!
That slip's gonna be shown to the entire staff and be like, oh, I got another one. Like, so cheesy, so bad.
Everybody in the bar knows your business.
If you're hitting on a bartender at a place that you're drinking at 4 or 5 nights a week, that might not be the best thing to do, because then if it doesn't work out, you don't have to see them, you know, continuously.
If it's kind of ignored, don't go through with that.
If you throw the line out there as a guest and there's not a tug on it, then just roll back and save face and order another drink.
Don't be a creep, tip fat, and eventually, you know, maybe slip them your number and who knows what could happen, but you can't take it personal if they don't call you.
Oh man!